Hey everyone, today I'm here to talk about the best way to farm Lunar Coins in Risk of Rain 2. Lots of people think that Lunar Items are the end-all be-all of all good items, which is more or less true. Shaped Glass and Gesture of the Drowned can make or break most runs, and because of how rare Lunar Coins are, many players don't get to use them. And that's what I'm here to fix in this video. But before I get into the Lunar Coin farms, I want to be clear about something. There are 3 ways to get Lunar Coins, and one of them is technically considered a cheat. If you aren't comfortable with that and would prefer to farm Lunar Coins some other way, that's completely fine. Like I said, there are 2 other ways to do it. However, I'd appreciate anyone who feels strongly about this to remember, it's just a game.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
No need to get heated about anything. Some people just prefer shortcuts. Nothing wrong with that. Anyhow, with that out of the way, here's the first Lunar Coin farming strategy. Rushing to stage 7 and obliterating yourself at the obelisk. For those of you who don't know, and any of those who haven't unlocked the mercenary, once you've reached stage 7 and defeated the teleporter boss, a celestial portal will spawn. Using this portal will take you to a hidden stage called a Moment Fractured. If you go to the edges, you will notice a path of rocks that lead to an obelisk. You're going to have to traverse these rocks all the way over to that obelisk. Don't worry about falling, all it does is send you back to the start of the stage, and fall damage cannot kill you in Risk of Rain 2 anyway. Once you've reached the obelisk, you're going to have to press E or whatever you use on console. It will ask you if you are sure, and you will need to press the interact key again. Doing so will remove you from existence, prematurely ending your run. However, this grants you 5 coins, unlocks the achievement True Respite, and unlocks the mercenary for future runs, so somewhat worth it. If you're playing on Monsoon difficulty, sacrificing yourself the obelisk will unlock the mastery skin for your character, although this isn't easy to pull off. Now, this might seem daunting to new players. Getting to stage 7 is no small feat, and doing so in a timely manner is even harder. But fear not, because I have a strategy that can get you to stage 7 and killing yourself at the obelisk in record time. Record time being pre-20 minutes. To really get this going, you're going to want to pick one of these survivors: Engineer, Loader, Artificer, or Rex. Why these survivors specifically? Simple. Every single one of these survivors functions well without items and can do enough DPS to kill bosses before the 99% mark. Loader and Artificer are burst heavy, with Loader having the same mobility to back it up, while Rex is one of the best no item survivors in the game. The Engineer is here because, well, he gets 2 turrets to help him out. Of course, you don't have to choose these. Pick whatever you are comfortable with and, more importantly, want to have fun with. I just chose them because they perform well in this situation. Once you have your survivor chosen, set the difficulty to Drizzle, the easiest difficulty. Again, this isn't about creating a challenge for yourself, although you certainly can if you choose, but rather this is about farming Lunar Coins to use in future runs. Drizzle makes enemy scaling take much longer. I think you can be in the easy section of the difficulty timer even 9 minutes in on Drizzle, which makes the game much easier to play and enemies far less annoying to deal with. Our plan is to burst down the boss ASAP, ignoring most of the trash mobs that spawn around them. If we set this on a higher difficulty, this would be nearly impossible, so we keep it a Drizzle for now. Okay, so we have the survivor and we got the difficulty. What next? Now you are ready to play the game. As soon as you get in, start going to the opposite side of the map. 9 times out of 10, that's where the teleporter will be. Get to the teleporter, pop the teleporter, and kill the boss. We don't need any items besides the one the boss drops. However, you can go open a few chests that are near the teleporter if you really feel like you can't beat the next boss without them. We are shooting for about 2.5 minutes per stage with a little give and take here and there. It takes about 90 seconds to charge the teleporter, so you've got a minute to find and activate the teleporter before you start getting behind. If you manage to get to the Rally Point Delta map, this is on stage 3, make a quick pit stop for the Prion Accumulator. This thing will shred bosses, especially at Drizzle difficulty, so it can really speed up your run. Just keep in mind you need to get to stage 3 before 10 minutes, which you will if you follow this guide, but if you don't make it to Rally Point Delta before minute 10, you will not be able to open the chest that has the Prion Accumulator. You have to get there before minute 10. Nevertheless, if you continue running through the bosses at a decent pace, you should reach the Celestial Portal at around 20 minutes, and it will probably take you somewhere between 30 seconds to a minute to traverse the rocks. That means that each Lunar Coin farm run will take somewhere between 20 to 30 minutes on average. If this seems like a super grindy way of getting coins, that's because it is, but that doesn't mean you have to do it exactly this way. A Celestial Portal will spawn every 7 stages, so stage 14, 21, and onwards will all have Celestial Portals. So if you don't feel like rushing to stage 7 or would prefer to continue a run, then go for it. For those of you going for mastery skins on every character, you are going to naturally get 40 coins before the end of it, considering you have to obliterate yourself to get those skins. So just enjoy the game and farm along the way. This guide was meant for people who just want to get lunar coins in the most optimal way so that they can get god runs using lunar items. You don't have to farm this way. And for those of you who still want to get lunar coins but would prefer a quicker way, the next strategy is for you. Actually, it really isn't a strategy, this is the cheat I was talking about earlier. You see, Risk of Rain 2 has a file that allows you to edit what you have unlocked and what you haven't unlocked. So you can add a line of text that gives you challenges and achievements that you haven't earned in the game itself. Similarly, you can use this to give yourself lunar coins, regardless of how ridiculous the amount is. By editing this line here, you can give yourself 100 lunar coins or 100,000 lunar coins. It is entirely up to you. No judgment whatsoever to people who do this. I haven't heard anything about this being against the rules, and really all it is a shortcut for those of you who don't have 5+ hours in a day to farm lunar coins. Anyways, here's how you do it. First, go to your Steam folder in program files, not the Steam library folder. Inside that folder will be a user data folder. Open that. Once you are inside the user data folder, sort by most recently modified, and usually this will be the folder that you want to open up. If you've been playing other Steam games recently, it might not actually be the most recently modified folder. Regardless, find the folder with a folder inside called 632360 in it and open that folder. Again, so not to confuse you, you need to be inside the 632360 folder. After you are in that folder, you're going to want to open the remote folder and then the user profiles folder. Finally, you should see an XML file inside the user profiles folder. This is the file you want. Edit it through Notepad or whatever kind of text editing software you have. If you have more than one here, that means you have several user profiles on Risk of Rain, which you can create at any time. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have multiple Steam profiles, it just means that you have multiple profiles on Risk of Rain 2. With that being said, open the XML file of the profile that you want to edit the coins for. Somewhere inside this document will be a line that says something like this. It will be a less than sign, coin, greater than sign, and then a number, and that number will be the amount of lunar coins that you have. You are going to want to put the amount of lunar coins that you want inside of this. Make sure to avoid doing anything else to this file unless you understand how it works. This is your user profile for Risk of Rain 2, so if you mess it up, you might not be able to use that profile anymore. And that's it. That's how you get as many lunar coins as you want through using this save editor cheat. Not exactly high tech, but it gets the job done. Alright, third and final lunar coin strategy. You're probably not going to be happy with me for this one, but this gives me an excuse to explain some lunar coin mechanics that I could fit in other places. For this strategy, all you got to do is kill things. That's it. A lunar coin can randomly drop from any enemy regardless of who that enemy is. So a boss is just as likely to drop a lunar coin as a random beetle is. However, the chance of an enemy dropping a lunar coin is surprisingly low, 0.5% to be exact. And once an enemy drops a lunar coin, the chance halves. So you had 0.5%, now you're going to have 0.25%. If another enemy drops a coin, it halves again, so you're only going to have 0.125%. And it goes on and on like this until you're never going to see another lunar coin again. Keep in mind this resets every run. So when you drop a lunar coin the first time in a run, it will be 0.5%. And then if it drops again, it'll be 0.25%, etc., etc. But when you start another run, it will again be 0.5%. I wanted to clear that up because I know some people would probably be worried. Oh, I saw 2 lunar coins. You're saying my chance is now 0.000001%? No, the chance operates on a per run basis. This strategy isn't all that reliable. Sometimes you will see 2 lunar coins drop at the start of the run. Sometimes you don't see one for nearly an hour. It is all really the luck of the draw. But that's it. That's my last lunar coin farming strategy, and that is the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed, and hopefully you learned something from this, and you will be able to go farm lunar coins like madmen. If you enjoyed, please leave a like. If you think I missed anything or would like to leave me some feedback, drop a comment. And if you want more content like this, please subscribe. Anyways, have a nice day, and I hope to see you again.